Aloha, great job today. So, I'm going to send a couple other shorts that have different rhythms that you can check out. As far as today, we're talking about cadences and the way we end things and how things are as far as the ending of progressions or form. So when we play something like in the key of F major, G minor, A minor to C major, that progression feels good because we have a 1, a 2, a 3, and then we have a 5. Well, when we end the song, we can go 1, 5, and end on 1. On the ukulele, that is a imperfect authentic cadence because both of the chords I'm playing are not in root position. The C is, but if I played a C anywhere other than these two Cs, let's say I played a C up here, that would be an imperfect authentic cadence, meaning C on the lowest note, sure, but I need both of them. The F by far is not. I would have to play this F to have that. And it would sound like this. Hear how there's a complete difference? Well, this is supposed to be a higher range instrument, which means you'd be playing it with a couple other instruments which would know their part and then play it accordingly. With your instrument, because you would want to get from that F, C, F, you can play your C like this, which is fine. You would have your lowest note as a C, and then when you play your F, you would just mute that C note and play F as your lowest note, or traverse all the way up the fretboard for that. This brings a key eye to the player that they look at where their inversions are on the whole thing. So try and check out all 15 keys, see which ones would be PACs and which ones would be IACs. Don't worry too much about it because a 1-5-1 is all we're looking to do. There's just the difference between the two. The other type of ending is a 1 to a 4 and then back to 1. So if we're playing, let's say in the key of A, we'd have A, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor, G sharp diminished, and then back to A. So if we were doing something like F sharp diminished to F sharp diminished, maybe to like G sharp diminished, back to 1, the A. So we have our G, what was that one? The F sharp minor. Now we're gonna move to our E7 or our G sharp diminished, and then back to our 1. Hear how I went A, D, A. That is called a plagal ending, meaning we're going from the 1 chord to the 4 chord and back to the 1. Again, you could have a formal one that's in root position, but it's not so much necessary in plagal. The whole idea is 1-4-1 opposed to 1-5-1. Whenever we're playing something like a deceptive cadence, let's say we're playing in the key of G major to A minor, 2-chord groove. Say there's a verse, like a chorus, and refrain back to the G. If you end the whole song on the relative minor, it's unresolved. It's called a deceptance cadence ender, meaning if you end your phrasing of all those notes with the minor 6th rather than going back to the 1, you quite literally are depriving the listener of the pleasure of the resolution. Therefore, it's called a deceptive cadence. And the last one we have is called a piccadilly. What happens when we're playing something like, I don't know, let's, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. What is that? E. And it's been. So, House of the Rising Sun has a very minor thing, but at the end, if you were to end it on no, I want do 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 do, and then you end it on a major chord rather than that minor that our ear is used to hearing after the whole song. That's called a Piccadilly ending, or a Piccadilly third. Think of Mama Cass. Think of Grateful Dead. A lot of bands will play blues songs and then end on a major. So it'll be like... and then they'll end right on a major chord. Anyway, those are our 4 major types of cadences. There are like 15 other different types of cadences, including those, but or 11. But those are the main 4. Check them out. I'm going to send you a couple more videos and see what you can make heads or tails with this week. Aloha.